Hey guys, and welcome back to Omnifactory. On to episode number 9 at the moment. Off camera I've done a fair bit of work. Kind of getting ready for this episode. The plan for this episode at least is to get into some polyethylene. Polyethylene is what's used to kind of get a lot of the automation going, so we're close coming to essentially fully automating some bits with AE. Off camera, I made half a stack of these tier 2 circuits and another stack of these. So if we have a look, so I've run through a few already. Originally I had half a stack for, so I've been doing a little bit of work here as well. If we have a look at the quest book, so this has been processed at the moment, but it takes so long. So each one of these takes 45 seconds. So yeah, it takes a fair bit of time. I've got it set up on a very temporary basis, kind of hidden away. So that's going through there. I'll take that just to claim the quest. I've also got the cutting machine down there, so very temporary until I can get it set up into a fully automated place at least. Off camera as well, I kind of did a fair bit of the deep mob learning, so mainly around making the modules. So if we have a look at what we've actually got at the moment, we've got the zombie, spider, witch, ghast and enderman. They're all up except for I haven't actually used the spider one yet, but yeah, I'll get that up probably during the episode. I did a little bit of exploring and found this bad boy, the ZPM or 0 point module. Essentially, this thing goes into like your CEF, and it's a one-use, single-use battery, I guess, that's got, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's a 2 with 12 zeros off of the back of it, so what is that? Is it 2 billion? 2 trillion, sorry? EU, I think? Yeah, that was found somewhere that direction, off in the Lost Cities. I've also set up kind of some item conduits leading into a chest, so you can semi-automate these. You don't have to stand around for things like the cluster mill. That you can put a stack in there, and normally it'd make 4 stacks. It makes it a little bit easier that way. I also set the miner up down here, so yeah. Originally I had it set up in to mine everything, just to see kind of what the radius is. It mines a fair bit out, that's for sure. We've got a lot of coal now. We took out all of the copper. I've been and mined some iron as well, just as I needed some iron basically. So yeah, done a little bit off camera. If you have a look at the quest book, so a lot of the stuff that we already had done. This one's annoying because it won't actually accept the vertical digger that we've already got. I think it's to do with its kind of metadata. Yeah, a little bit of an annoying one on that side, but yeah, done through that. Made the farming station very simple. A few dark steel. Come through the MV cutting machine, which I've already shown you. MV extruder as well, we've got that set up. We've not got that set up, sorry, at the moment. Precision laser, another simple recipe, it's just some aluminium. Made the resonator from extra utilities, which is over there. Haven't used it at all yet, but it's there in case we ever need it. And claimed a few of the other quests here and there. Beginning, just the extraterrestrial stuff, so that's all this kind of leads into. So wither skeletons ablaze, sure, we'll do that eventually. Not a big problem at the moment. Endgame wise, I made a stack of vibrant alloy and smelted down a stack of silicone, so that's pretty much all that I kind of did off camera. I also made another of the vibrant capacitors, so we're now storing 50 million RF. and I also use that to take around through the for the vertical deer. I upgraded our kind of energy transmission, I guess, whatever you want to call it, our conduits, up to vibrant. Very, very cheap actually. I think with the amount that we've got, we've still got some left as well. So to actually make a stack of vibrant alloys conduits, so it's running all the way through, you only need 16 vibrant alloy, which, given the fact that this here produces gold with the guardians, and you can get glowstone through the I think it's the witch. Yeah, you can get glowstone and redstone through the witch, and enderman obviously gives ender pearls. It's a case that vibrant alloy is not something that we it's not expensive at all once it's all set up properly. Yeah, so we've got plenty of pulsating clay, a little bit of energetic alloy, which is kind of what's leading on to what we'll be doing today. So to start off with, I'm actually going to turn a full stack into the wires, get that running through there, because what I'm actually going to do is get some automation in. I also made the dark pick, which is literally 3 dark steel ingots and 2 sticks, simply because I was running short on diamonds. So yeah, I figured I'd go for this, as well as the fact that you don't have to shift everything all the time. Sure, we'll just block that like that, that's fine. So what are we going to need? We're going to need a MVCEF. Oh yeah, I also made a fair few machine holes, just aluminium really, that's all it costs. So yeah, very cheap. MVCEF though, I will just be doing this one for now. I think we should have got just about everything. We're going to need to make some more energetic alloy conduits. Okay, fair enough. Have I got any iron? 1, 2, 3. Gonna need a few actually, so I'm gonna do that for now. Conduit binders, I know I made a ton of that. Oh, I've actually still got some. Never mind. For some reason I thought that I made them all, but then yeah, never mind. That'll be what I actually ripped up. I made the vibrant alloys first, so yeah, sure. MVCF, CEF. I think the only thing that I should probably be missing is the wires. It is. We should have plenty over here. I think it's 16. No, it was 8. Okay, that's fine. We'll use them anyway. Perfect. MVCF. Set that in right there, so that's fine there. I need some battery alloys, so I need some batteries. There we go, so we've got 6. How many will I need? MV battery. So it's 6 per. Again, polyethylene, that's one of the things that's kind of stopping the automation at the moment. Okay. That's that side, so battery alloy. Pop that into there for now. What do we need to make battery alloy? Ingots, it's the alloy smelter, antimony and lead. How much lead have I got? Antimony. That should be fine. Let that run through. And yeah, so we'll be making that, and then we'll be making them into the lithium batteries. There we go. That's all going through. So what do we need total? We need 24 in total. We've got what? We're gonna have 26, so that's not a problem. Get some lithium as well. Get that ready. go. Keep popping that in there. It's the only thing it's used for, so absolutely turn it all into the plates. There we go. I think that's going to be enough, will it? That should be enough, I think. Take that out. Okay. I'll get my pick back. I also found this, the Vintium pickaxe head. Not entirely sure if it's any good or not, but I found it, so I'm keeping it. Why not? So, yeah. Anyway, on to polyethylene. So, have a look through here. This is kind of leading into first tier 3 circuitry, which for now I'm kind of gonna skip temporarily, I guess. If I get some of these circuitry though, so just get. Oh, I don't know why it keeps doing that. Anyway, I think all that I'll need to do is pop these in here, and it should be fine. Is it RAM that goes in? Let me just check, just for the quest. So yeah, integrated is the circuitry and RAM. So yeah, that'll produce that for that quest. That's fine there. What I'm also going to need to do is set this up properly. So that's at the moment got a lot of soldering alloy that was used for the circuits. So yeah, that's running through fine. 2, 3, 4, beautiful. That goes into the canning machine at the end. Oh yeah, I also put the alloy smelter back over there. Alloy smelter, the chemical reactor. So that's back up over here. There we go. Beautiful. So, what are we going to need? So we'll need some of the energetic alloys. I think that should be fine for what we need. What machines are we going to need anyway? So, polyethylene. The easiest way of getting it through, so if we have a look at polyethylene, there's a few different ways that you can get it, but the easiest way in my opinion is in the chemical reactor with where is it? With oxygen, so ethylene and oxygen. That's absolutely fine. So we shall bookmark a chemical reactor, bookmark oxygen, bookmark ethylene. So that's the kind of final stage. Oxygen is incredibly easy. You just use the, I think it's the centrifuge. It might be electrolyzer. Yeah, it's electrolyzer with water. So that's absolutely fine there. We should have an. I think we should have an MV electrolyzer. We do. So yeah, that's fine there. We don't need you, and we don't need you. So that just leaves us working through the ethylene line. In my opinion, the easiest way to get ethylene will be, I think it's the chemical reactor version, is it? Yeah, so chemical reactor with ethanol and sulfuric acid. Is this the one? Yes, it is. So another chemical reactor, so we'll need 2 of those. Ethylene, sulfuric acid. Ethanol is in the distillery with biomass. So we shall mark Q. Biomass is quite simply water, and we are going to be using sugarcane. Fully automate that again, so that's not going to be a problem. We'll use that in the brewery. We'll need a few different machines actually looking at this one. So biomass is sorted. Ethylene is sulfuric acid and ethanol. What are we on then? So ethanol is distillery. So yeah, ethanol is sorted. So that leaves sulfuric acid, which we'll be using this one here, I think. Chemical reactor with sulfur and water. So yeah, in theory what we should need then, looking at this, is 3 chemical reactors, a brewery and a distillery. So 5 in total. That shouldn't be a problem. I think we'll actually need to extend that one more. So, if for now though, grab my tank, take that out of there, because to actually make these guys into cable you can't simply use just a rubber sheet, you have to run it through the assembler. We want to be making 4 times cables, so we need to make sure that we actually choose the right circuit pattern, which we want to be using circuit 26 that was, wasn't it? So let me grab one of you, change that to a program circuit, which it was 26 I think. Let's go back to it. So for the 4 times we want, yeah, 26, perfect. Still uses the same amount of rubber sheet, so that's not a problem. You can actually just use that in a fluid extractor, so we'll not have a problem there at all. For now I'm just going to make the full lot, so let's pop that in there. Fluid extractor, leave that in there. That should also mean we have our batteries. It does. Pop those in there, get those kind of getting powered up. Beautiful. Yeah, that's running nicely as well. I think we should have done over here for the quest. Beautiful. Easy quest complete. So yeah, that brings us into this stage here. The distillation tower itself, honestly, unless you're wanting multiple liquids from one, that's kind of why this is here. So we'll be doing the brewery. It's asking for a basic brewery, but which is a little bit of annoying. I'll be making the MV ones anyway. It's not going to make any difference. It just means that I can have it along the same line. And it's not, shouldn't be that much expensive, more expensive. Just, I guess it's bronze. Tier 2 circuits, blaze rods. That should be all possible. In fact, that one, apart from the pumps, I think we've got everything right now. Do we have blaze rods? We got 2, beautiful. I also found some more black quartz as well, so absolutely fine there. Anyway, let's make these guys. So steel piping, have we got any steel sheets? We don't. Steel 6 in the compressor. These guys should be done, possibly. Not quite. Ooh. Get that over. What's happening here? Why won't you let me pull you out? Oh, that's because that one's got some in it. So it helps if I actually use the right tank. Anyway, we'll transfer that across. Over here, that should get those running fine. And we'll end up with 8 in total. Should get 8, I think. There we go. There we go. 4 times energetic alloy cable. So energetic alloy is the lossless cabling for MV power, and it's what we'll be making the most out of. Again, energetic alloy, incredibly cheap now. Realistically, the only thing it's actually taking is the a bit of power and the uraninite dust, so yeah, that's fine. Sure, we'll run that down here. This can be as well possibly one of our temporary MV storages, so we'll see what happens on that one. Anyway, so let me grab a infinite water. Do I have any? No. Hoping, do I have buckets? Go. It's going to be running. Honestly, the tier 1 should be absolutely fine. We shall have this guy kind of stored in here. That's the plan, at least. I don't see any harm in this. Put that in there. we'll also need to grab our screwdriver, go into the wall a bit, take that out, because if for some reason when it comes to Greg Tech machines, none of the machines will accept from the back unless you use a screwdriver on them, then that's fine. Yeah, so that's taking the water out, and that should then electrolyze. What do we actually need? Electrolyzer, this guy. So it needs to get up to 3 buckets first, that's fine. Honestly, just to kind of give it a little bit of a boost, I guess. I'm going to take 16 buckets out of that. These tanks are ridiculous. There we go, get that up and running. So yeah, we've got our start made on that one anyway. So, that's going to be making our oxygen. I'll need to sort out hydrogen as well for that one, but we'll leave that open actually. I'm tempted to actually move it back one. Yeah, let's move it back. I'm not feeling it there. Yeah, it doesn't make a difference. Dig into his, because I'm going to have to go to the back again. Allow input from output side. Honestly, it's just so that I can do that and it looks nice from when I'm using this. Not that it makes a difference at all. Anyway, don't know. I think that looks a little bit nicer in my opinion. It's fine. Store some of this away. That's not needed. That's got a soldering alloy. Keep that there. Store that, store that, store that. You can go back in there. Beautiful. So, what else do we need? So, a couple of chem reactors. What do we need for those? Motors, DS2 circuits. Not a problem. I think the only thing that we're missing from these guys is these. So, can still use the rubber rings, and it's just some bronze, which is what, 6, 7 per. Should have plenty of bronze. We do. There we go. And it was 10 of them into plates. And a couple, actually, we'll only need to make 2 into rods, I think, if I've done my math right. Probably not, but we'll see what comes of it. Grab some rubber rings, grab our kind of tools out. Go. Steel pipes, they're here. There we go, so pumps. Need to start with you. And what else are we missing? Oh, some copper cables. Grab 2 of those. Copper. 2. For the pumps. For that. Yeah, that's working through fine. Actually, I needed a rod for this as well. I've made a couple more than I should have. That's fine. 2. I don't know. We'll make some more anyway. That's there. So we want our saw on these guys. File for the screws. And I need 2 more with a hammer, I think. It is beautiful. Is that everything that we need for the pumps? For these guys. Perfect. Pump, rotor. Beautiful. So we've got 2 of those now. What else are we missing? For this guy, it is just the motor. Can we make some motors? Motor. This orange guy. Can. Beautiful. Now the pumps. 1 and 2. Brewery and distillery. Ooh, what are we missing for the distillery? Don't know why that didn't load in. Either way, that's fine. So how do I want these guys set up then? So electrolyzer is going to be doing the water for the oxygen. Brewery is going to be using our, so we need another water, infinite water source. Infinite water. Grab some buckets. Perfect. So that's going to run through on that. Then the distillery is going to be using, so we need a circuit. And I'm going to need another one at least. So we'll make them sure. Don't need that in there anymore. So sulfuric acid is in the distillery. First. That we're is it? Or is it electrolyzer? No, chemical reactor with water. So that's where that one's coming in. Brewery and distillery is for the biomass. That's it. Biomass. So biomass is first in the brewing machine, then that gets changed into ethanol in the distillery. Okay, that's fine. So brewery and then distillery. That's okay. Now, how do I want this set up? Because I need to have part of it set up in that. Don't think this is going to look that good. Brewery first. No, that's the distillery. That needs opening up as well. So brewery and then distillery. That's fine. And I need to get myself some snad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to need some more. There we go, double compress down to snad. Then we shall get a clock, which is very simple. Just need some stone, cobble. I'm going to need a water bucket as well. Buckets. Fill you up. There we go. So this is going to be used for making this is how we'll get the brewery automated. So I'm going to need some item conduits and some fluid conduits. So conduits, should have got plenty of each. It's fine. Fluid conduits are going to be used across the tops of each. The brewery will want an item conduit on there as well, which the item conduit will be inserting. I'm feeling that if I break into the wall, what's above me? What's up here? Oh, it's next door. Okay. Because you need the water source in there. Wait, do you need the water source? Yes, you need the water source in there. That will fill this up. If I use the screwdriver. Where's the screwdriver? Screwdriver over here. There it is. Screwdriver. So we can actually open the back up. Then we put the water source in. Perfect. So that's running fine. Let me get my exchanger. Set that to this so that I can just kind of go like this. Break that down. Okay, so I want to get another breaker as well. So auto breakers are really easy now. Now that we have the void crystals, so won't be a problem at all. All we need to do is make this guy, which should be fine. Auto breaker, beautiful. We shall have you set up onto this. Inventory mess up? Yes. It did not like that. Give me my wrench. Crescent, sure. We want it to be breaking this way. What happened? Oh, that's just broken it. Okay, I see what's happening here. Could have done this a lot easier. That should just go in there. That shouldn't have been a problem. Still going right? Yep, perfect. Auto breaker, thank you. So, snad down there. 1, 2. Actually, let's take it down one more. So snad. Then we want these two breaking out. Water bucket, redstone, and sugarcane. That should now break without any problem. Should be the last one as well. Beautiful. Then extract. Perfect, so that's automated. Not the hardest thing, or it shouldn't have been. Let me grab some more terracotta. Here we go. There we go, and exchanger. Honestly, that can actually just get filled in. There we go, so that's running without any problems. That'll produce our biomass. Biomass then goes into the distillery, which will be producing our ethanol, is it? Ethylene in the chemical reactor, yeah. So that's producing the ethanol. That's not a problem. So then we need a couple of chemical reactors. I'm going to need some liquid filters as well. Chem reactor MV. Can I make 2? Beautiful. So we're just missing some bronze. So we need 2 of those, and then it's just the screws. So bronze. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the plates done, and 2. I think that's fine off of that. So 2 into the lathe and 6 into the compressor. That should be enough, I think, if my math's right, to do the what we need for the rotors. So when that's coming through there, turn these into the screws. So saw. Go. File. Perfect. There we go, last 6. And chemical reactor for the rotors. Beautiful. Beautiful. Chuck that in there. 1, 2. There we go. MV chem reactors. They can all go there. That's also a quest. Meaning we're making methanol, takes us into this kind of area as well. So, okay, now what we need is to get a circuit in here. So biomass in the distillery to produce ethanol We don't need it actually set to anything, so that can go directly in there. So that will produce our methanol. Ethanol, sorry, so that's fine there. That just leaves sulfuric acid to produce ethylene. We actually need one more on the back of that actually. So let me get some more bronze. Still got the screws actually, so that's fine. Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One in there. 5 in there. Go. That's that. Then that just leaves the rotors, and I think we need to make another motor as well, don't we? Are we actually missing anything else? We're not. Beautiful. Just leaves the plates. This guy down here. Make me a rotor. Perfect. Right, so I think this is everything. The end one should now... That one will be producing our polyethylene. I also need... So that's going to be then... Okay. Need to work this one out. So we'll be taking the oxygen from this guy into here. Is the oxygen used in any other part? I don't think it is. Producing plenty of biomass, that will get transported into there. So the idea is to have them set up like this. Now none of them will be pulling from anywhere at the moment, which is absolutely fine. Let me store some stuff away. Here we go, pop you in there, pop you. Tank, sure. Got a few extra bits here and there, that's fine. There we go. Shouldn't need any more of that. Keep that on us, that, and that. Okay. Grab these 3, put them in there. Beautiful. Okay, so let's get a few filters. So filter for liquids. Liquid, what's it called? Maybe it's fluid. Fluid. Yeah, this is the one. So paper with buckets. That's absolutely fine. We'll need to make some more buckets, which don't have any iron. Sure, we'll make some of these guys. Do we have much paper? Paper. Not really. Do we have any sugar canes? Sugar? No. Okay. Grab a stack out of here. Turn that all into the paper. I want to make 6 total. So, how many buckets have I actually got at the moment? Buckets. Wait until we get 9. How are we doing over here as well? See, throughout this entire episode, that's as far as it's actually gone. That just shows you what I was talking about earlier about how long it actually takes. It's a little bit ridiculous. Anyhow, there we go. Grab our hammer. Okay, paper. Where's paper? It's here. Get 6 of those. So, right. So, how are we going to do this? Realistically, I don't want anything going in on the green channels. I don't like doing that because they all work. When it comes to conduiting, they always automatically set to the green channel. Not really what we're after, that's for sure. So, Easiest one to go through, I guess, will be that one. So we shall have that. The only thing that's coming out of that is the biomass. So shall extract on. Helps if I actually select that. We don't want to insert extracting on brown. Always. This one shouldn't need a filter. So insert on brown. As long as I don't use the brown channel again, that's absolutely fine. So we don't need a filter on that one. Ethanol. Let's think. So what do we use our ethanol to make? It is into the ethanol and sulfuric acid for ethylene. So that's practically, that'll be going into this one. There will need to be a fluid filter, I think, on this one. Let's have a look. So ethylene in a chemical reactor will need sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid we'll be making like so. In fact, looking at this one itself, we are going to be using this version. Because the only thing that it produces is sulfuric acid, we won't actually need to put a filter on this one either, actually. So the extraction can be on blue, that's the next one after, that's fine. Running blue into this guy, so inserts on blue. Grab a tank. Forgot about that side. Where's this supposed to be? Ethanol's coming from that. Wait, was that right? No, that was right. That should have ethanol in it. Sorry. Yeah, that's what we're doing. I think we will need another chemical reactor actually as well. Or is it no, so it's another distillery actually. Yeah, so we'll be doing that and producing the sulfuric acid off of the back of it. That's a bit of a byproduct of this guy, but yeah, I'll sort that out potentially off camera, depending on what I kind of get up to. So anyway, ethanol. So that leaves this guy, which will be producing our sulfuric acid. So we need another infinite water source actually. So I need some more buckets. Just get 2 for now. Oops. God damn it. There we go. That's not what I asked for. Clearly. There we go. Sort by number of items. J-icing, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, infinite water source. Ooh, short on wrought iron. 1, 2. Need to fill up the charcoal off camera as well. There we go. I'm really tempted to move this. Just because I constantly step on that. That's not even just a constant on camera thing. I constantly do it all the time. Anyway. There we go. Infinite water. I need the screwdriver so that we can get to the back of this guy. It is this one. Yeah, so screwdriver there, infinite water source. There we go. So that will be filling up with water, and then essentially it's going to be a semi-automatic for now at the moment, because eventually we'll be getting this automatically done and automatically pouring sulfur in there, but for now we're going to have to settle for a semi-automatic one. How much sulfur do we actually have? got a stack. Honestly, sulfur isn't actually used for a lot. You can use it for pyrotheum, but gunpowder is pretty much the only thing that comes out of it after that. Honestly, it's, yeah. You can also automate it in the with deep mob learning as well, so that's absolutely not a problem. We'll sort that out fine. This one needs to extract on blue. Always active, I think. Let's go and grab some water. Give it a bit of a boost. There we go. Get that producing. And this then will produce our ethylene, I think. If I've done everything right, it should transfer straight across onto here. Hopefully. There we go. It's gone out and it's producing. That's perfect. Okay, so we've done that one. Ethylene is in production, so we'll get diluted sulfuric acid and ethylene. This is the one that will need to be filtered. So ethylene is put into the chemical reactor with oxygen, I think. Wait a second. Polyethylene. Chemical reactor, ethylene and oxygen. Polyethylene. Program circuit 0, sorry, so put that in there. That's producing a ton of sulfuric acid now. Ethylene, beautiful. I need to grab a bucket of that so that I can set the filter. So we want to have a bucket of oxygen in here. Oh, you can just shift click, I think. I thought you could. Nope, that's fine. So oxygen is fine to go in, and ethylene. Open the filter. There we go. So we'll pop that on the insert. Should be fine. Oxygen, ethylene. And we're going in on blue at the moment, so this one will go in on, let's turn it off a second, purple, which is the next one. So we want to extract on purple. Always active, that'll take that. We will have to deal with the diluted sulfuric acid, but that's not a problem. And extract on purple. That should take out. See, we need to deal with this guy as well. So for now, hydrogen can just get trash canned. I've already taken a look in hydrogen itself. It's used in a few different things, but honestly, it's not mega important. I am tempted to do this one just temporarily so that I can fill up the end game quest for it, but I'll do that off camera. That's not going to be any issues. Trash this here, plates. Is it there? Nope, it was bottom corner. Of course it was. Fluid, trash, void. You can go up there, and you will need to be filtered for hydrogen. Ethylene can be put into there. And insert. We want to grab a bucket of hydrogen. Yes. Ooh. filter, whitelist, hydrogen, and what are we inserting on? Purple. Turn it off. Purple. That should void all of that. Perfect. And the way these machines work, you need to clear out the first slot before you can actually use the second one. So that is pretty much it. So that's semi-automated polyethylene. Very easy. The only thing that we need to deal with is this here, so diluted sulfuric acid, and the way that I'm going to do this is we need another distillery, was it? Let me just check, hold on. Let me bookmark that. Diluted sulfuric acid is the distillery, beautiful. What do we need to make the distillery? I think it should just, oh, we need a blaze rod actually. Okay, can I make, I should be able to make one actually, hold on. There we go. Which just leaves the pump, which have we got? Should have got these stuff for the motor. Beautiful. We need some more steel. Steel 6. What bronze have we got as well? Bronze. So we've got the screw, got the ring, got one plate. 1, 2, 3. We need another screw, so grab that. That in there. Wait for this one to finish, and then we can get that popped into it as well. Grab that and that. Bring it over here. Grab our tools. That should be everything. Grab the hammer as well. We already had a hammer, that's fine. Steel pipe. Rotor, just missing those guys. Rotor. There we go. Grab some of the rings. Copper wire. I think that's everything for the pump. No. Motor and screw. Okay. Motor. Screw. Helps if I actually make the screw. There we go. We need the saw. And the file. What happened to our other? Why did that go over there? What's happening here? I swear I got the file. Anyhow. That was the pump. Beautiful. And that should be everything for another distillery. Perfect. We need another circuit. So circuit. Well, program circuit, I guess. What do we need it set to for sulfuric acid? So essentially with this itself, you can either get water or sulfuric acid. Considering we're using sulfuric acid anyway, makes sense. So configured to configuration 0, so that's all set up. Pop you down over here. Now what do we get it from? So we need another ender conduit, which will be set to purple. I need to grab a bucket of it as well. A bucket of hydrogen can be thrown in there. Okay, bucket of diluted. Grab a item filter. Made way too many of these, but it doesn't make a difference. Whitelist diluted sulfuric acid. And so what is it going to? Ethylene is combined with oxygen, so it's not going into that one, it's going into this one. Yeah, so it's going into that one, which is insert on blue. Do we have anything else that's insert on blue? No, so extracts on blue, and it's coming from purple. This is all set up, perfect. Fluid filter configured, dilute purple, and pop that in there. Beautiful. So that is fully automated now. Well, I say fully automated, it's automated to a stage where all that we need to do is put sulfur dust in that guy, and the rest will automatically run. We'll get polyethylene, and you can then use that to put into the assembler. You can make polyethylene sheets for other little bits here and there. But that's kind of what we're getting through. That's fully semi-automated, I guess, if you want to call it that way. And yeah, eventually that'll all get backstamped. That one as well. At the moment, the kind of slow aspect of it is the oxygen, making plenty of ethylene at the moment. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to call it for today. Let me claim all of our rewards. So there we go. Opened up some of this stuff as well. There we go. That should be everything. Perfect. Let's go and have a look at what we're up to at the moment then. Still storing the Omni pennies and stuff up here. Up to 1400 exactly. Nice little amount there. So off camera, probably going to get working on a few other little bits here and there. Get some of this stuff done. Tempted to get into some of this stuff as well for tier 3. ME interfaces as well. Really not expensive at the moment. Just normal recipes, I guess. But yeah, I'm happy with today's progression, that's for sure. Got a nice little bit of a work done over here. And yeah, so why are you not? Hold on a second. That's not being pulled out. Ah, there we go. Might help. Yeah, so that went over there. Perfect. Yeah, so I'm going to call it for today. Get a little bit of extra work done off camera. If you are going to stick around for the series, do make sure to subscribe to stay tuned. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks, and goodbye.